Hello students, welcome to Pyramid EduTech. This is our first lecture in HTML. So from today onwards, we will start from HTML, then we will move to CSS, then JavaScript, and we already have covered our syllabus that how we gonna move from one module to the other. So let's start our today's session. So first, just understand what an HTML means. See, HTML is a standard markup language for designing a web. So when we talk about HTML, HTML is just a structure. It provides you a structure while using CSS, you gives design to it. So this is a button. Just make you make you understand what it is. It's a button, okay? So there are padding, there are font sizes, okay? There are maybe some icons. So these all things are put in the CSS, the color, the background color, everything, every sort of thing. This is applied by CSS, but this is just a button. The button that you use is your HTML part, and the designing that you give is your CSS part. So let me write some codes, then you will understand more about it. So this is our first lecture of our HTML series. So first let me write a basic let me give you a basic idea about HTML. So inside HTML, first thing which we have is our HTML tag and opening and closing. You can see an opening and closing HTML tags. Inside HTML there are two things. First is your head tag, okay, opening and closing head tag, and after that there is body, opening and closing, okay. So whatever you write in your body tag, it will reflect on your web page, okay. I'll just write something called hello world here. You just see what I'm doing, and if I save this, okay, I'm writing hello world and I'm saving this page, and if I come here, okay, if I come here, if I refresh the page, you can see hello world. I think you can see this. Yeah, you can see hello world. Yeah. So whatever, okay, I just write something called hello world again, and if I save, you can directly see there, you can directly see hello world again. I suggest you to go here, yeah, just come here, extensions. In extensions you write live server, okay, and install this extension live server, okay. After, yeah, this one, after installing this extension, what you will see something here. I already have installed that, so you will see something go live here. You can see port 5500 for me here. So for you it will be something go live here. If you click on this go live, you directly be redirected to this page. This 127.0.0.1, it's your local host. This 5500 is your port number, the port you can see here, the port you can see 5500. This is your port number here, okay, and this is the name of my lecture1.html. we already have seen this one, lecture1.html. so let me increase the font size. Okay, I think this is far good enough. Okay, now what is this head tag? In this head tag there are meta tags, there are much more things. For now you don't have to go in this too depth, but if you want, I will provide you some MDN links for this. In live class we will provide some MDN links, we will go through each depth in that, but now I'll just make you understand what things are this. So in this you can write something called link colon CSS, and if I hit enter, you can see that link and href equals to a style.css. Don't get confused. This is just an external CSS file. You can add an external CSS file with this link. So in this head tag there's a link method. You can import any external file with this, any external CSS or JavaScript file in this. Another thing, this is called a title, okay. So we do have a title tag. So if I write something called content here, and if I save this, you can see that not here. Okay, now you can see that content as a title, content has been written here, okay. So Yeah. So inside this title, okay, if I write content again or content here, and if I save, you can see that content here again. So whatever you write in your title portion, that will be reflected here. This page, this thing is your logo. Let's see, you can see not logo. This is your fav icon. You can see a fav icon. You can give a fav icon, that we will see later on. Okay, fav icon, creating logos, and how designing purpose, designing all those other things, that we will see later on. For now, just understand this thing that if you write anything in your title text, that will be reflected above. So now I just remove all these things, and I will show you one thing which is called EMET. I just first write, this is called EMET abbreviation. Okay, EMET abbreviation. So for using this EMET abbreviation, you have to just write an exclamatory sign and hit enter. So now you can see that everything fits here. Okay, I guess I just decrease little size here. Yeah. So now you can see that you can see doc time HTML. HTML language will be English. In head tag, it's a meta tag. We already have told you there are a lot of things. Okay, there are a lot of things that you will see later on. For now, just understand this is a meta tag. UTF-8 is your encoding. This is your viewport, that how your size looks like. Initially scale is 1.0, means it's taking a whole cover of screen. Title we already have seen, and now so you can see a document. If I save this, now it will become document here. You can see document here. Okay, and this emit is coming because of that. Don't worry about this, I don't have commented this down. If I comment this, it will not come. Alright, so I tell you what a comment is. So this much, I guess this must be clear for now. So now first thing that we will see is something called comments. So comments is a very important thing in programming language. Comments decide that what things are you writing. Okay, for commenting or uncommenting, you can use control and backslash. If you type control and backslash together, you can comment that, and if you type again control and backslash, you can see uncomment, comment, uncomment, comment, uncomment. You can play with that. Okay, so let me write some quotes in body tags, then you will understand more about this. So first thing, we will see something called heading. Okay, so there are 6 types of headings in JavaScript. Okay, sorry, in HTML. So this should be your H1, like this. There are H2, H3, H4, something like this. H2, H3, H4, H5, and suddenly there is H6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. And if I write here H1, okay, and I just copy this. If you are confused how I am doing this, I just click Alt key and just clicking on this Alt key and click on this. You will get multiple cursor, and I just write Control V here. Okay, I can write H2. Okay, I can write here H3 here. I can write H4 here. I can write H5 here. I can write H6 here. Okay. So these are some keyboard shortcuts that you will understand later. Okay, when live classes, I will tell you all these keyboard shortcuts. And if you have, if you want to know more about it, you can go in settings and go in keyboard shortcuts here, keyboard shortcuts, and you can see all the keyboard shortcuts. For now, I just save this file for now. And when I reflect it here, you can see that here H1. Okay, I just small down this a little bit. So now you can see here H1, here H2, H3, H4, H5. You can see H1 is the biggest, H2 little large, small, smaller, and the smallest. So you can see from H1 to H6 is decreasing the size. It's your for main heading, it's for your subheadings. These are all for your subheadings, and this is for your main heading. So there are 6. So you understand about the heading part. And you can see that comment is useful here. Now you can see, if you come here, you can see, okay, this is for your heading. So I already have commented this down. After this, we will see something called paragraph tag. Okay, So inside this paragraph you have to write something p tag here, okay. And if I want lot of dummy text inside this paragraph, I directly can write something called lorem 233, and if I hit enter, or I just I don't want too much of dummy text, I have write 23. If I hit enter, you can see 23 dummy text are there, okay. Whatever number of characters or number of dummy text you want, you just write lorem and just type the amount, like 10, 12, 40, 50, whatever you want, you just type there. And if I save this for now, you can see that, okay, you can see that in the paragraph, in this paragraph it is coming like this, okay. Now suppose I want from this part, okay, I just show you, I suppose after this dot I want this line to be come down. So how we gonna do that? So for this, for this, what should I do is, after this dot I can write something called BR tag. BR is for your line break, okay. If I save this and if I come here, you can see that it's coming from the next line. So if you want to break the line, you can use BR, something called BR tag, okay. And one more thing I want to show you, this is this paragraph is taking the whole bunch of space, okay. If you want, if you can see, I just show you one more thing. If I write another para, okay, after I write something called another para, okay, and I just write another para again, you will understand what I'm doing. If I save this and if I come here, you can see that one paragraph is taking a whole bunch of a space and another para is taking whole bunch of space. So if I want that this after this para, this things come beside this. So for this you can use a span tag, okay. You can use something called a span tag. You see here, I'm writing something called a span tag. I'm writing the span 1 here and I'm writing the span 2. And if I save this, you can see that span 1 and span 2. I hope you can see this, okay. Span 1 and span 2 coming side by side. It is not taking a whole bunch of space. So what does this mean? This means that the paragraph tag is the paragraph is a block element. Block element means it's taking a whole bunch of block, just like h1, h2, h3. These are taking whole bunch of space. This is your block element, and a span 1 and a span 2 are your inline element. Only the space that it requires, it taking that much of a space. So after this, if you write something here, it will appear here. It will not take a whole bunch of a space. So for just if you want something, this is useful when you will use CSS. Now span tag is very useful. Suppose I just give you an example and hint of this. Suppose I have this dummy text, or I have this text, or I have something written here. I want this portion to be color out. So I directly can use a span tag here and here, and in this span tag I can give some color to it. So I can easily access these things and I can figure out all these things and I can perform some task over it. So a span tag is very useful when we do CSS and all. Just till now, just understand a little bit about it. After this, if you want, you can do something called a strong tag here. Okay, strong tag. A strong is for some bold text. Okay, a strong is for your something called bold text. This is not that mandatory to learn, but just understand this because in CSS we will see all some things. Okay, italic text. Okay, and something called a marquee. Okay, marquee for your moving text. Okay, if I save this for now, and if I come here, you can see that this is a bold text that we have written in a strong. This is italic text that we have written in EM, and this is your moving text. You can see a moving text. A text is moving. This is because of marquee. You have seen the news in the morning session news. The news headlines are coming like this. This happens, that happens, everything running on this. This is because of this marquee tag. So for now, I think this is enough for now. So I just make you, I think just go through it, go get an idea about it, or I guess let's see some more stuffs in this. So if I want something called AHREF, okay, anchor tag. I tell you what is an anchor tag. So if I write something called an anchor tag like this, okay, so I want to write something called go to Google, okay, but I think you are covered all these things. I'm just commenting all this thing. I don't want this much of things, this bunch of things for now, okay. So only thing that I want is this value. So inside this href I write okay, I just come here, I just write something called google.com. You can see Google. I search Google. I'm searching at this Bing. I'm searching Google. So yeah, I just take this address. Okay, I just take this address, and what I should do is I just paste this address here. So this, just understand what this address means. This address means that whatever things you do, okay, if you provide an address, it will move to that address. Let me do. Let me see. I think there is some mistakes in commenting values. Yeah, just a moment, guys. Okay, yeah, fine now. So now if I save this, it will not come prettier like this. Okay, is there any mistakes? No, I guess no. Okay, I should remove this for now. I just make you understand what things I'm writing here. Okay, go to Google, AHREF, okay. So now just understand what I'm writing here. I'm writing AHREF equals to, I have given the source where you have to go. A means it's the anchor tag, HREF is the reference where you want to go, where you want to land. Okay, so I just save this and show you what I mean that. Okay, if I come here, here, okay, you can see go to Google. You can see whatever I have written here, it's reflecting here also, and you can see that there is change of color to blue. Okay, if I hover over it, you can see if I hover over it, you see here, you just watch here, you can see the address that we have given, the address that we already have given, you can see that address. So if I click on this, I directly go on Google page. You can see that Google page coming on here. But there is a problem. When I click on this, it's coming on the same page. If I want that this Google will come on the next page or the other page, so what I can do, I can write something called an attribute. So what is an attribute? An attribute, okay, just tell you one thing. This is a anchor tag. This is a tag. This paragraph is a tag. This h1, h2, h3, these all are your tags. And inside your tags, whatever things you provide like href or whatever things you provide, this is your attributes. Okay, you can see here, this is your, it's not written here, this is your attribute. Okay, so there is another attribute which is called target attribute. Target, if you write something called underscore blank, okay, target underscore blank, if you save this, and now if I come here and if I click on this, you will see that this will move to the next page. Okay, if I click on this, you can see next page, document is here only, and this is moving to the next page. So if you want that your document opens in your next page or your website opens in your next page, you just write target equals to underscore blank. So this attribute can be very useful in this. So I think this is kind of more than enough. One more thing, that if you want this link, I have provided this link from the internet, but if you want some page from your inner, suppose, because I don't have any page here. Okay, if suppose I have too many pages here, I just show you. If I have something called lecture2 dot html, suppose I have this page, and I just create a random page for now. Okay, I just write page 2 here. Okay, I save this, and I want, suppose I want from lecture 1 to I want to hit lecture 2. So I simply write lecture 2 dot html. How I can directly write, because this is in the same folder. If it's in some other location or something, you have to give the whole location of it. Okay, so better you write everything in same folder, so that you can easily match up this. So if I save this, and if I come here, if I click on this, you can see that I'm moving to page 2. Yeah, if I click on this, I'm moving to page 2. So this is how your anchor tag works, and I hope for now this is more than enough. You just play with all these things. Next class we will cover some more topics about HTML. So goodbye, take care.